Hello, this is Mr. McGovern, and this is the fourth video in the Energy and Work series in Level 2 Physics. And this one is on the concept of work. So we're going to look at this through an example. And this is the same situation that we had in the third video when I introduced energy bar charts. So there's a cart started against a compressed spring. The spring pushes the cart forward onto the frictionless track. But this time, the spring is not part of the system. So what is our system? Our system this time is the Earth, because we need to deal with gravitational potential energy, the cart and the track, and the spring is no longer part of our system. Now when you think about this, it gets a little bit complicated, because you say, hang on a second, what type of energy does it have at the start? It doesn't have spring potential energy anymore because the spring's not in the system. So in this situation, it's actually easier to start at the end. Say, well, I know it's going to have the same types of energy at position B. It's up high, so it has gravitational potential energy, and it's moving, so it has kinetic energy. Now the key with conservation of energy is that these need to be balanced. We need to have, if we've got 5 energy units at the end, those 5 energy had to come from somewhere. But again, the spring is not part of the system. So what we have to do is we have to introduce energy into the system from outside the system, and that looks like this. So you can see I've got a little arrow with 5 energy bars connected to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is that? That is our definition of work. Work is when we transfer energy from outside the system to inside the system. And so then we can come up with our equation, and that's, in this case, it's going to be work equals gravitational energy plus kinetic energy. So that's it. Work is energy. It's transferred into the system from outside the system. And the official word we give that in physics, from anything outside the system, we call that the environment. So it's transferred into the system from the environment. Why would we do this? It seems like the same question as we've done before. Rearranging this in this way and putting the spring outside the system sometimes makes calculations easier. There's going to be a formula I'm going to introduce next time for work. And it certainly makes a certain types of calculation easier if we just rearrange what's in the system, what's out of the system, and then we can deal with things as work.